Coming up on BrickNerd, we visit BrickCon 2013 and take a look at the Palace Cinema. All that and the latest LEGO news right here on BrickNerd. Welcome to BrickNerd, your source for LEGO news, reviews, and the LEGO fan community. If you're nerdy about the bricks, you've come to the right place. First up, the news. Last week at BrickCon, Jamie Berard was on hand to unveil the latest modular building, the Parisian Restaurant. This latest in the very popular modular building series does not disappoint, with great design, charming details, and excellent colors. Toys R Us is celebrating Bricktober, which is already underway. On October 19th, join them for a mini Joker build and pick up free gifts with purchase, including Robin with Redbird Cycle and Iron Man. I was totally blown away by the number and quality of entries for the Pimp My Nerdly contest, but there could only be 3 winners. Congratulations to Lego Junkie, Okra Jelly, and Custom Bricks, and many thanks to my judges. That was not easy. Well, that about does it for the news. Let's take a look at these. Chima Speedorz. Not exactly a hit. LEGO was handing these things out left and right at BrickCon. But a few people there, mainly the Havefuls, got their hands on quite a few of them. And one night at one of our little hangouts, we decided we would just play with them for a little while, and we were actually surprised how much fun we had with them. The whole concept behind them, there's little vehicles that you build, and put a little ripcord in there. It's kind of like the old Evel Knievel wind-up thing. I'm dating myself, aren't I? Give that thing a little rip, and off it goes! This is quite possibly the most dangerous toy that LEGO's ever produced, if you do it right. We found out that these little frames here, you can actually take apart. You pry a little bit in here, you can pop out the pin, and you'll get the little flywheel out. And this piece here is actually very interesting. You got 2 pinholes, and you've got studs on one side, and the other side there you can connect to the bottom or the top. They could be very, very useful and very fun. But even like this, which was how we were playing with them, they're really dangerous. We were injuring ourselves left and right, shooting them off the table. You would just take this, rip it out, lay this in front of it, and let it go. You'd be surprised how much air you could get. But, I don't know. At full price, I wouldn't bother with them. But since LEGO's clearing them out, there's actually a lot of interesting pieces in there. Pick up a few. You'll be surprised how much fun they are. Anyway, speaking of BrickCon, I shot a video while I was there. Take a look. I'm on location in Seattle, Washington, and this is BrickCon. Yep, BrickCon is awesome. I love it. It's exhausting, but it's awesome. Can't wait till next year. Now let's take a look at the Palace Cinema. Hollywood's golden age. From the late 20s to the early 60s, movies were king, and the cinema was where it all happened. If you wanted to see a movie, you came here, and what cinemas they were. If you have a chance to see a movie in a classic cinema, do it. These giant, monolithic 20-theater venues, they might be technologically advanced, but they lack the charm and the soul of a good classic cinema. Whenever I get a chance, I try to get down to the El Capitan in Hollywood. Amazing theater-going experience. Do it at least once. I'm a big fan of this set. I'm a big fan of the Modular Buildings line, in fact, going all the way back to the Cafe Corner. This is a particularly good design. Nice work, Jordan. It's very evocative of the Man Chinese Theater, or Grumman Chinese Theater as it used to be called. And most of the theaters, when they were designing way back in the 30s and 40s, had a kind of a theme to them. This one's obviously very Chinese themed, and it captures it perfectly. There's a ton of great detail in this set. A lot of nice colors. It does have a couple downsides. It's the entire two-story building here. Kind of cracks me up that there's comfortable seating for 6. A slight problem with that. And another downside of the design is this limo. It's awful. Enough said. But overall, nice set. Great design, great colors, fun to build, and looks great on a shelf, like mine does. I highly recommend it. I give it 4.5 Nerdlies. Now let's take a look at some recently featured MOCs. John Hall is a master at fantasy aircraft, and his latest creation, the B-29 Firestorm, is evidence of that. Check out those lines. Pacific Rim fans, take notice. All of Sion has created an amazing MOC inspired by the movie, featuring 2 behemoths squaring off. Custom Bricks brings us these really cool brick-built silhouette caricatures, using a free floating technique. There's something new, and I hope to see more. That about does it for this episode of BrickNerd. I'd like to send a big shout out to Brick Shirts, Bob Kojima, one of my site sponsors, and to Lego Junkie, who gave me this, the winning entry from the Put My Nerdly contest at BrickCon. It has an honored place on my shelf. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and visit us at BrickNerd.com. Thanks for watching.